Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another podcast episode. Today I have my partner, both in business and in life, here on the podcast with me. And today we're going to be answering some very frequently asked questions about business that we get inside of our Instagram frequently asked questions area. So yeah, we're just going to jump into it. It looks like a lot of people are just asking stuff about like how to start a business, how to travel. The question actually was on one of my Instagram polls, and it was, what is your biggest pain point and struggle right now? So this is going to be interesting because we can actually try and solve some of these right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So first question is, everything is ready. Shop is on Insta, but what now? Commercial strategies with ad posts. Okay,
so what this guy or girl is saying, they have a shop.
They
made an Instagram account.
And
they have their products already uploaded and everything's done, but they don't know.
They haven't had any sales probably.
Okay. Yeah, that's a common issue that a lot of people face when they first start out, I would say.
Yeah, you've done Ecom a bit. You've done Ecom more than I have. So you did Ecom for a year when we first met.
I would say this is actually one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I first started out. I knew what I wanted to sell. I had basically a shop set up. I had my Instagram ready to go, but I didn't know how to market or sell anything. So I had all the products and I was sitting on them for like months before I decided, okay, I got to learn sales, marketing, and kind of understand the whole space before I even create something.
Yeah, this was a big difference. So when you first started your Ecom business, you had tons of inventory. I've never had inventory. I've always been online. I've always had digital products. So that hasn't really been an issue for me. But okay, so this person now, they're ready to start selling some of their products.
Yeah.
For you, what was the biggest breaking point for you that really helped you start making some sales?
I think just knowing how to run Facebook ads at that time was really a game changer for me, because I literally didn't know that Facebook ads were a thing when I first started out. And it literally blew my mind when it's like, oh my God, I can just like put money down and reach all the people that I want to reach, that want to buy my products. I got a little bit too excited, I'd say, because it's actually harder than I would say it sounds, just putting money on ads. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first launched your first ad, what was that like?
I mean, at that point, I already did a lot of research. I locked myself up for multiple months and took some Facebook courses. I also had some help from you back then, so that was really good. And yeah, the first ad was pretty good, but I was kind of like, damn, like it's kind of expensive to get a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you profitable or were you losing money with the first?
Actually, in the first few months, like I was pretty profitable.
Yeah.
And when everything changed, like in the COVID times, when ads got super expensive, I was like, oh my God, like this is not worth it. Like for one sale, it would be like $20, $25, something like that. And that's just cutting into the margins.
Yeah, because you were selling like $100 products. Your product is $25. You have to still do shipping and logistics and pay for the product.
Yeah, and the logistic is a whole nother topic.
So by the time you were done with it, you were making smaller margins. So, okay. Now,
how do we solve this problem?
I mean, one thing I do want to dive into is like, even with you having the, amount of success, small amount of success that you had with Facebook ads for the time being, what was one of the things that you think helped you succeed the most running these ads compared to like, if you look at all these other e-commerce Shopify stores
that's
running
a really,
online?
really good question. So I believe that knowing how to, I guess, like create beautiful content and content that sells, high value content is something that is necessary to succeed against all the other marketers that probably put some really ugly ads out there. And I mean, they have been selling, but you can't really do this for a long time until people are like, oh, this is just another one of these drop shipping things. So I shot really high quality ads, videos and photos, and had a huge mission behind what I was doing. So having some purpose behind your brand, such as for my brand, it was planting corals in Bali, Indonesia for every order that was placed, is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that. So because we went on some trips together. We actually planted some coral together. But that was one of the things that I guess kind of like impressed me the most was for me in my business, I've always just focused on making the product as good as it can possibly be. Even if there are other products that are, maybe somewhat similar or whatever. I always just focused the most on like, okay, whatever everyone else is doing, I'm going to make my product 10 times better. Your angle was a little bit different because instead of focusing like 100% on the product, because you were in an industry where like your product, there was a lot of products that you're selling jewelry. At the end of the day,
everyone is
like,
doing that.
Everyone's selling jewelry. All the other jewelry suppliers that are selling jewelry, it's basically the same product. It's not like, amazing, whatever. So instead of focusing on the product, you focused on more so the mission and the brand of the company and how people identified with that product and the psychology behind
community, building a very strong community around the ocean and just awareness of sustainability and all of that stuff. Has helped me a lot to actually get these sales. And I actually started out not marketing like everyone else does. I started with affiliation only. So scaling with that. And
scaling with affiliates?
Yeah. Small influencers that would want to save the ocean, that really cared. That helped me a lot to get that audience to where I wanted it to be.
Cool. So to wrap that up in a nutshell, what would you tell this person?
What would I tell this person? So he has a shop.
What does he do now? He's got a shop and he's got an Instagram.
He needs to learn, if he doesn't know yet, sales psychology. Maybe read the book Influence.
It's a good book.
And Facebook ads. Just in general, like look at your competitors, look what works for them, and see how you can make it or do it better. Build a community from the start. So really focus on building a brand and not just
something unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I don't know what this guy is selling, so it's a little bit hard to kind of give like really deep advice on this. But yeah, in a nutshell, learn ads.
Yeah.
Learn marketing and sales.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I think a lot of people, like you see a lot of these people are just starting their businesses and they're like, oh, I'm going to start like a clothing brand, and they have like nothing unique about it. It's just like the same shit that you see everywhere. And that doesn't really work. Like the market is really competitive. You can start a clothing brand, but like it's going to be very, very difficult if you don't have any unique angle. Probably not very successful. But if you have something unique, like you look at Tom's shoes, Tom's, do you remember Tom's?
Yes,
yeah.
I actually had them when I was, I think,
Tom's
15.
had a super cool mission. They were donating a pair of shoes in Africa for every single person that bought a pair of Tom's shoes.
Yeah, I bought them.
Nobody was doing that at the time. But I remember when they started popping off, like everyone was like, "This is so dope. This is a mission that I can stand behind."
Yeah.
And invest. And the shoes were fucking so shitty. They were like,
no, they were really comfortable.
I mean, they were nice, but they were like the material it was made of.
Very
like they
cheap,
they were like 5-cent shoes, But hey, they were donating a pair of them to whatever family in Africa.
Marketing.
And that was a great angle that they leveraged, and it was a mission again that people could stand behind, something unique, something different that nobody else was doing before.
Exactly.
Right. Any clothing brand, people have done that 100 times over and over again. Right. Yeah. Same with you. You were selling jewelry. You attached a mission behind it. It was ocean themed jewelry, so like shells and stuff like that.
High quality, everything that you can imagine. Giving back to the local community.
And then the mission, was for every piece of jewelry sold, we plant one piece of coral in the ocean. So, and I remember it took you months to even figure out how to even do that. And
exactly. Yeah. So it's definitely a mission to be in e-commerce nowadays. I think it got way harder. I think I got kind of lucky when I started. But yeah, bro, go get it.
Nice. Cool. So let's go into the next question. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. So Andre Doda says, overworked. I'm overworked. Can't find reliable people to delegate work to and responsibilities to.
Beauty.